All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to do my reenactment of Iman. We thought we'd give him a little break of being the host, so I thought I'd take over to start this off. So my name is Jasmine Karshenas, and we got Mr. Iman Huschmand here.
What's up, everybody? What's up? I'm trying to fully focus on not losing my life here.
Focusing. I love that. So as you can see here, we got some hot sauces and we got some kebabs. So we can put 2 to 2 together. If you've seen Hot Ones out there, you probably know where we're headed. But so basically, the whole idea of this is Iman and I basically started a podcast a couple of weeks ago called Let's Get Shit Done. The whole point of it was to really talk about things. Essentially, what I believe is fix your brain, fix your business. And if you don't have your brain right, you don't have your business right. So we wanted to have a wide range of topics that really discuss different elements that can help you personally, but help you evolve professionally as well. So really excited about that. So stay tuned. We'll have the date in the comments below here. So we decided to do...
Did we say the name?
Let's Get Shit Done.
Oh, we did, okay. Just
so he's really focusing right now, so he's not really listening, by the way.
I can already feel my ears like...
So basically we thought we'd do, since we did kebabs instead of chicken wings, and so we're gonna do exchange of questions. So we can get to know Iman, you can get to know me, because our first episode's gonna be about story. And it's all about, you're really gonna get to know us on a deeper level. So this is more of a fun way.
It's like 10 questions that incrementally, for those who don't know, the hotness is gonna increase to the point where I probably will not be able to ask or answer any of the questions by the time it gets here.
You know what, have some hope. Like
or maybe even here.
It might.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a tough one.
As a joke, we're gonna start with some Taco Bell to set it.
Yeah.
We got some mild here.
I have this huge affinity for Taco Bell, and so I felt like this would be a great warm-up, you know? Good stuff.
Mild.
Yeah.
Not even fire.
Even though mild actually is kind of harsh for me, so.
Oh gosh.
This is gonna be horrible.
The goal is
and yet
to
entertaining experience for Brandon, Trey, and Damun, who get a front row seat to seeing me basically cry.
But
like
we
a
got
bitch.
some milk here.
Yeah.
Because we're
It's actually oat milk, right?
It's oat milk.
Which apparently has no impact?
No, because we're cool and hip and like, you know, it's 2020. Who drinks regular milk anyways? That's all him.
I have to be ready.
We got some tequila, because supposedly alcohol helps, and then it helps for other things too.
Yeah.
And
hey, cheers, buddy.
water. Cheers.
Yeah.
So we'll just get straight to it. So each kebab with a hot sauce and a question for each. I ask you a question that you don't know, and then you ask me a question. Do you want to do ladies first?
Of course. Ladies first. She thinks she's so funny.
Nissan. Okay. All right, so let me ask. Oh my God, that tequila did not go down well. So am I asking a question first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me pull out my questions here. Shoot, let's put the hot sauce on first.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, so the mild one first.
Let's start mild. Bottoms up, cheers.
Bottoms up, cheers, here we go.
All right.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, this is spicy.
I'm laughing about it now, but in about 7 minutes, this ain't gonna be a joke.
There's gonna be flavor in there.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
All right, first question. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends or family assume you did?
I mean, I can tell you it would be something super stupid, because I'm definitely prone to doing stupid shit.
So give us an example.
Yeah, exactly. So honestly, I think it would be like shoplifting.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I kind of like push my luck sometimes at those self-check scanners.
Oh God.
So I think for those who've been around me enough, who've also been guilty of that, by the way, because you've been around doing the same exact thing. I just think that self-checkout is just the easiest way to just want to be like, okay, maybe I don't have to scan this one. It's pretty bad, I know.
That's really bad, actually.
Yeah. Well, I only do it for big corporations just to stick it to them, and I don't do it to the local mom and pop shop. So I feel like there's always a strategy behind my madness.
That is terrible.
Speaking of terrible, okay, so let's ask you a question.
I'm gonna take another bite because I'm actually really hungry.
So, okay, without the sauce?
Is it the same
that's
one?
still the same one. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so for those who don't know Jasmine, you know, her first 5 years have born in Iran, and then like a little bit of jumping around of Sweden and Germany and then Nashville. Like the first 5 years, you know, that's kind of like a
back and forth,
right?
Yeah.
And Iran, if I didn't say it. Sweden, Iran, Germany, and Nashville.
Other places in between, but yeah.
Okay, that's true nomad.
Yeah.
if I were to ask 5-year-old Jasmine, what would you like to be when you grow up, what would you say?
Oh man. Can I call 5-year-old Jasmine and ask her?
Yeah.
That's a great question. My memory, I feel like, is very like sporadic when it comes to my childhood memories. But I would say based on like old childhood videos that I've watched of me, I think 5-year-old Jasmine would want to be either a dancer or something media. I always would be talking to the camera, being like, so guys, today we're gonna be doing X, Y, and Z. I am in Sweden right now. I'm with my cousins.
It's like
Meet
Scarlet
my cousins.
Fairweather for those who've been watching some of the stuff on Unity.
I would just be like my own little host for things, and every video would include dancing. So I would say I would want to be a dancer.
So you love being on stage and in front of camera.
Yeah.
You're comfortable.
Yeah.
That's your sweet spot.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome. So time
It's
to.
a nice warm-up question, you know?
That was totally like a mild kind of thing. Now we're going to Mr. Tapatio. All right.
All right.
Let's do this.
So here we go. Okay.
That's a nice cool cake.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And you know, shout out to Sadaf Restaurant in Rockville, Maryland, my hometown. Shout out to Rockville, Maryland, Brandon and
We
Trey.
got Rockville all
up
up in the house now.
Moco in the house.
Moco in the
Montgomery
house.
County, for all you losers don't know.
Moco.
But yeah, gotta
right.
support local Persian restaurants.
All right.
And wear your masks, guys. Come on. What's up with all this influx of cases? Come on.
All right. Here we go.
We're social distancing, by the way.
Cool. This is 6 feet. So.
3 feet. Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Stage Guy.
Okay.
So you've been on the stage a lot.
A couple times.
Just a few times. What is your most embarrassing moment on stage?
I feel like in the views of people, there's been many.
In the views of Iman
Huschmand. I have to think
Jasmine.
of mine. Okay, so I'll actually tell you one that's, in hindsight, it was very, very embarrassing. Although the bride and groom were super, super happy.
Okay.
And so, this is about 4 or 5 years ago. It was a wedding, Persian wedding, an American wedding. Kia was a DJ, Farzan was a percussionist. It was actually during a time that I was on prescription medication for my neck pain.
Okay.
And this was at the Mayflower Hotel. And at the Mayflower, especially at the peak of like me emceeing weddings a lot, like I knew a lot of the bartenders. And there was always this one guy that I always tip a lot. And so
you were drunk.
yeah,
okay.
so well, yeah, but I mean, it turned out to be drunk a lot faster than I thought.
Okay.
And I really always made it a case to just have a couple of drinks, just loosen up, just because it kind of helps with the performance stuff. But was very conscious to never ever appear to be drunk.
Okay.
And this guy who made his first drink for me, I didn't know, but apparently he filled it up with an incredible amount of alcohol and mixed with the medication that I was on.
Oh no.
It was like Percocet and just hardcore prescription drugs and that drink. And so apparently by the end of the night, which by the way, the night was being extended by like an hour or so, and like everybody wanted to have the night end, including Farzan and Kia, I apparently was at a different level where I hit the microphone and like the microphone stand, like it's an old school microphone, like it like fell and it broke in front of everybody. And so like, I don't even have a recollection of it, unfortunately. So it's probably not the best story to be sharing in general about it because that's not exactly how it's always been. But that is definitely one of the most embarrassing things when I was told about it by Kia the next morning. Like when he told me about
That's the worst feeling when you wake up the next morning.
Yeah,
like, oh,
it was horrible.
happened?
I mean, so like for me, it was very humiliating, very embarrassing. Fortunately, Mariam and Michael, love you, that was your wedding. And they were still very, 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 very happy. And so it made me feel much better. But if it was something that actually like negatively impacted the wedding or the couple, that would have broken my heart. So, but I know it was super embarrassing because when Kia told me that, I was embarrassed that he was even telling me that. So that has to be the most embarrassing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, question number 2. So I consider you quite an accomplished person at quite a young age. What do you consider to be your proudest accomplishment?
Oof.
To date.
To date. That's a tough question. It depends, defining like what accomplishment is, and I feel like success has various meanings. I would say the old Jasmine would think my biggest accomplishment was getting my MBA in London, right? But now thinking back on it, I think my biggest accomplishment was the person I am today, is being able to grow and evolve and get through all the hardships I've gone through to become who I am today. So more of a spiritual involvement that's still growing, it's still evolving, but I think overall, not the most fun answer, but I would say that's definitely my biggest accomplishment that I would think as of now.
Well, I love that because you kind of take a step back and appreciate like all the challenges that you've kind of gone through and want to take a moment to give yourself some love, you know? And so why not?
For sure.
Great. I like it actually. Great answer. All right, I can definitely sense that my lips are starting to tingle. So
really?
That means that
we
on
haven't
the
even
third
gotten
one.
close
I know.
to it.
Oh,
so
I know.
my goal here, I haven't mentioned it. So I know we have milk here, water, tequila. My goal is not to take a sip of anything.
Oh, you haven't yet?
Until I'm truly like dying.
Not even this drink?
Nope, not
wow.
even.
Okay.
Although as much as I love, so if you do catch me taking a sip of the tequila, it's not because my mouth is on fire. Well, it might be. It's because I just want to take a sip of tequila, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be cognizant of that. Okay. All right. Are you ready to go down south to Louisiana?
Let's do it.
All right.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Oh, nothing. That's pretty good.
We're going to be fine up until like here.
We'll see about that.
All right. Let's see. I'm taking my question. So you're really close with your family. What is one lesson or advice or something that you've learned from someone in your family that's really resonating with you and it's something that you carry on day to day?
Yeah, definitely close with my family. And you know what, like being very close with your family actually has its pros and cons because when you're super close, I feel like there's advice being given on a daily basis. So I have to go through like a Rolodex of, oh Jesus, I should not be touching my
Do not touch your face.
I know.
Do not touch your face. Right now you'll be fine. When we get here, do not touch your face.
You know, like I think the biggest advice that I've gotten collective from the entire family is to focus. You know, because they kind of have seen me try to juggle a bunch of different things, take on different things. Like I've always been somebody who just because I love to work, I kind of tend to take on more than I can actually handle, you know? And so through years of experience and a lot of cuts and bruises along the ways, and the whole family is saying focus, 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 and me ignoring, I feel like finally, the last year or so, you know, I finally got the hint that, okay, you know what? I do need to focus. And so that's actually one thing that I appreciate my entire family kind of having like a therapeutic session with me and be like, hey, for your best interest and your businesses, you know, because they're the ones that are gonna keep it real because they care.
For sure.
And I'm extremely stubborn in many ways. And so, you know, the poor family had to kind of hammer those things down my throat for many, many years, more than they probably would have liked. But I genuinely appreciate them kind of like helping me get that focus.
Nice, love it.
And close friends and other people around too.
Yeah,
so,
focus, that's the key.
All right, let's see your question.
While you do that, I'm gonna take a bite.
Yeah. I wish I could read my own handwriting here.
That would help.
Wow, I really have no idea what that other word down there is. Okay, but it really comes down to who is your hero and why?
My hero.
I can be your hero, baby.
Oh God. My mom, hands down. That's like the easiest question ever. She's been my hero when I was growing up. She's my hero right now. Strongest woman I know. Kindest woman I know. Learned a lot from her.
She's awesome.
And honestly, I think words can't even describe how amazing she is and how much of an impact she's had in my life. So I'm not even gonna try because it would not do it justice. So definitely, hands down, mama, I love you. It'll be my mom.
What is like the one thing that like you truly appreciate her as far as from a hero standpoint and like what like she's passed down or exemplified that you put her on the highest pedestal I think anyone can possibly put when you call somebody a hero?
Her strength. I think her strength of being a single mother, raising me on her own, and not having much, and being able to tackle every obstacle that came her way with so much grace, with so much class. The fact that, like, honestly, growing up, I couldn't even sense there was anything going on. She held her ground. But then again, it goes into a different story where, it's okay for her to have been a little more vulnerable in sense like that, but her strength definitely was something that made me feel like I can do anything. I can overcome anything. And that was something that was passed on, where I look at her, I was like, wow, knowing her story, what she's been through, it's just like, even to this day, I can't even imagine going through what she did at such a young age. So definitely someone like that, man, I gotta give it to her. Yeah. It takes a strong, badass woman to be able to do that.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, she definitely brightens up any room that she walks into.
No, for sure. Especially her bright red lipstick does it too.
Oh, so that's where you get it from as well.
No, not anymore though. I let her have it. I took a step back. So we're going to salsita. All right.
I'm gonna do half just in case. You don't know if I mean. How you guys doing? Yeah? I'm gonna do Khalid today. Trey John? I know you're hungry too. I apologize for eating this.
I'm actually starving, guys, so I'm really gonna like.
Okay, this one's actually
not spicy at all.
Okay. Guys, I swear they get worse. You're gonna see me crying in about 8 minutes. Okay.
All right.
All right, Jewel. You can have some tequila, it's okay.
No, my goal is, I want to see how far I can go without taking a sip of anything.
All right.
So, since you like, jamming out a lot and like random moments, as you guys saw earlier, what is your most embarrassing celebrity crush, band, or song from a childhood that you absolutely love, that you're kind of a little embarrassed to mention now, but you're still going to mention it?
So, okay, so, you know the song, You Are My Fire.
I think I've heard that song.
Desire. Okay, the reason why I'm choosing that one is because obviously it's one of the boy bands, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
And I have to kind of make fun of Backstreet.
NSYNC, by the way.
Well, no, exactly.
Sorry.
No, but this exactly.
Totally judging.
Yeah, but I mean, at least NSYNC, because of Justin becoming a superstar, like you can't hate on NSYNC too much just because they had a global superstar icon.
But even before JT became JT, NSYNC was where it was at.
I agree. I've always been an NSYNC fan, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's the one song that I like. I love jamming to it, and like that's the one that as a grown ass man, I'm like, oh, I know it's Backstreet Boys, but
no judgment. It's a great song.
Screw it, yeah.
Great.
So there's just something about, and like what's great about that song is that I remember the hype and build up for the MTV music video release on TRL Live with Carson Daly. And like it was a time where like you literally were running home from Richmond Montgomery High School through 7-Eleven, getting my ass home to be there at 3 o'clock to watch, to actually see the release of the music video. Do you guys know what music videos are? Some of you youngins, you guys don't know what the hell music video. There used to be a release of music videos on MTV.
But there's still music videos existing right now.
I meant
like
that
in
on
general,
MTV.
like.
Yeah, I meant like, but people don't watch music videos anymore.
Yeah.
They really don't. There was a time where people were like obsessively looking
TRL.
forward to music videos. Yeah, so I would have to say that one by Backstreet Boys.
Great song.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But yeah, NSYNC all the way.
And all the way. Bye, bye, bye. Okay. I don't want to. What's my question?
Oh yeah, sorry, your question too. I thought this was all about me. Sorry. I still have to figure out what the hell I tried to write over there. Oh, okay. So some of you may not know, but Jasmine really loves to cook and she loves to be in the kitchen, and I have a feeling that if she had a lot of free time, a lot of time, she would spend it a lot in the kitchen doing a lot of cool creative stuff.
Probably.
And so with that in mind, I want you to imagine that you are sitting at a table just like this in your home, and you're there, and then you have 3 more chairs to fill, and outside of your immediate family, dead or alive, celebrity or not, who would your 3 dinner guests be, and what would you cook for them as a main entree?
Ooh. It's a tough one. Man, so I need 3 other people?
Yeah.
Can I add more?
No. I mean, if you want, I'll give you one more.
I'll do 4.
Okay. Is it like a couple or something?
No, it'll be 5. 4, okay. So it's pretty random. These are the first names that come to my mind, right? So we got Will Smith here.
I love him.
We got Trevor Noah here. Here's a curveball. We got Eckhart Tolle here. If you don't know who he is, look him up.
Google him.
Great guy. And Oprah.
Oprah?
And one more person, Warren Buffett.
Oh, I love Warren.
Warren Buffett. Those are, sorry, I went over, but those would be that would be the perfect dinner party.
And what would you make for them?
I would make them some lamb chops.
Okay.
Some good old lamb chops.
Not the Taco Bell Supreme wrap.
No. I do want it. So my goal this week or next week is to replicate my version of the Crunchwrap Supreme from Taco Bell. A little healthier version, so stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Yeah, so Warren Buffett, Will Smith, Oprah Winfrey.
Trevor Noah, and Eckhart Tolle would be my...
I would say the one surprising one in there is Oprah.
How's that surprising?
I mean, she's just been so out of everything for the past year or two. No, but I mean, what is it about Oprah?
I absolutely love her.
Okay.
Do I need an explanation? But all those people are amazing.
No, but that's great. Okay, cool. Very diverse group. That's
very
great.
Very diverse group,
that's cool. No, of course, Oprah's awesome. I feel you.
Okay.
Oh, it's your turn.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh man, sauce. Damn it.
So we got some.
I just stopped touching my.
Some habanero mango.
Habanero just sounds like a mean person. Community Gardens.
Was it someone that bullied you in elementary school?
Yeah, his name was Habanero Asshole.
This one actually has a kick.
Oh.
This one actually has a kick.
Okay.
Not bad, it's good.
Oh wow.
It's actually really
good. It does. Welcome to the Kabob Ones.
We have finally entered the game, guys.
Welcome. For sure, my dad to save my motherland.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I think for the next question, we actually got our talented videographer to ask us a surprise question.
Yeah, videographer, editor, director, writer. I mean,
all of the above. Super talented.
The man who's lost 120 pounds in 12 months while I can't even lose 12. Brandon Petty.
What's our question?
Okay, so what is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done, and do you regret it?
Oh God.
Let's hear like a story. I want to hear just like a story.
Actually, we'll both think. Whoever can answer first, they can go first. But you should go first.
All right. I have a story. I have never shared this with anyone, except the people who were involved in this story.
Okay.
But we said this is all about authenticity. So this was in Munich, Germany. I was living in London at that point. I had a really good friend of mine, well, not a good friend, but like a friend from high school that was living in Munich at that time. She said, hey, come visit me. I was like, sure. We went there and she was like taking me around. It was her birthday and she made some few friends there. And then there was a park in Munich that was a nude park. It was a nude park. And then, so we went out for drinks and we had dinner. And then after she was like, hey, let's go to this nude park. Maybe around like 11 o'clock at night. So we go there and then there's a river, a famous river. I think the park was called like English Garden, but with more of a German accent to it. And there was like a river. So we thought it'd be funny if we just like skinny dipped in this river because it's a nude park. We thought like, let's embrace the culture and do it. So it's 4 of us doing this. So we just jump in. We jump in this river. We thought it was just like a river, right? You jump in, you jump out. No. It just went. The waves just pulled us. So basically, a story behind this river is the river leads to a waterfall, like a pretty big waterfall in Munich. So we just kept going to the point I thought I was gonna die. Like I tried to get myself up, but the current was so fast and so strong that I couldn't get myself to come up. And I was trying to grab for anything to the point all 3 of us just like lost each other. And then I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? This is it. this is the stupidest decision I've ever made in my life. To the point, finally, I grabbed a branch. So my upper body strength is terrible. So I thought of like trying to pull myself up. So finally I did. I held on, I pulled myself up, and I'm on the other side. Granted, I'm naked, walking in the middle of like a forest park kind of thing, and I'm yelling my friends' names. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm basically gonna get raped right now because someone's gonna be like, this girl is lost. What is she doing?
Oh my God.
Finally, like I find my friends, we made it, and then but our clothes were on the other side. So basically, we had to walk around. Granted, it was appropriate, but we just looked like crazy Americans, and it was probably one of the stupidest, spontaneous things I've ever done because honestly, I could have died at that point.
But I don't think you regret it.
No, I do regret it. You don't understand. That moment, I really thought I was gonna die, and I could have died. If I didn't get myself out of that river, I would have been dead. Because the waterfall, you kept going. The current was so fast. It was, and then it was not. And plus, she's a blogger, so she took pictures, and it's on the internet.
What?
So I do regret it.
She put
I do
up,
regret it.
okay.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot
but
of people.
That's my story, guys. You're welcome.
There's gonna be some people Googling that one right there.
What's your story?
Oh man, I didn't think about a story actually. I was too enamored by your story there. Let's see, spontaneous and whether or not I regret it. Oh, the most spontaneous. Oh, we're not even
because this is my
shit.
I probably have more spontaneous stories, but that was one that I do regret.
Man, I really wish I had really good memory. Okay, so you guys tell me if this is actually really spontaneous or not, but is it spontaneous?
It's whenever
Okay.
you went to Lincoln Memorial.
No. So this is, it's actually embarrassing and spontaneous at the same time. Me and one of my best friends, we were driving home. Back then there was a taxi, it wasn't Uber. And I was living in an apartment complex that was up the hill, and then at the bottom of the hill was Harris Teeter. This is gallery apartments, by the way, if you guys know.
Yeah.
Harris Teeter's like down the road on Old Joshan Road, whatever, and here's the gallery apartments. And then like we got to like the bottom, we got nearby, and then like the guy was saying that it was gonna be like $30 or whatever, and neither me or Sam had any cash on us. And at that moment, I don't know why I didn't think about maybe we should go to the ATM or something.
Yeah.
I just thought that Sam, it would be a great idea that we just tell him to go to the bottom of the hill and then let's just jump out the taxi and then we're gonna run up and just run away because it was like older men that we were like, this is such a bad impression on me, but we just thought that we could outrun
Besides you
this guy.
just stealing from grocery stores?
Yes, yes. I feel like this is actually worse. So anyway, so I was like, Sam, on the count of 3, we're gonna get out. And like the car hadn't even stopped literally. And I didn't even get to count to 3 because I was just so scared to just run. So after 1, I just ran, and then like Sam had no choice but to like run too. So we're running, and mind you, both of us may or may not have been a little bit or a lot inebriated, you know? So we just started gunning it, and it's like uphill. If you've been at the Harris Theater and going to the gallery, it's actually uphill. And neither of us exactly the most fittest, so we think that we're like running super, super fast, and we see this like 70-year-old taxi driver run up and just catch up to us, and we're like, and he's like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, I don't know, we don't have any money. And so it was pretty embarrassing. The guy actually felt bad for us, but I don't know what was more embarrassing, like skipping out on a taxi cab or catching up, having him catch up to us.
Yeah.
I thought it was embarrassing and stupid at the same time, but it was very spontaneous because that was definitely not planned. So I think that's what, and do I regret it? On one hand, I regret trying to not pay a taxi driver, but my God, it's a story that me and Sam will remember forever. It was hilarious.
It's all about the memories. You gotta laugh at it.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
That's my story.
Well, thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it.
All right.
Oh,
well,
man, I
this
love that
leaves
story.
us to
Oh, this is where.
the bomb.
I'd be like, all right, goodbye, guys. Goodbye. It's been real.
All right.
Oh, immediately.
Wow.
Immediately. Yeah, there. No, yeah. This is what I've been fearing. Oh, good. Well, let's get to the question so I forget how much.
The laughter of everyone out here does not help.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's actually not as bad as I expected.
Oh. It's not done.
Well, in that case, let me get the question. It is hot in here. All right, Iman. This is good.
We're not even halfway. This is.
I'm still not taking a sip, y'all.
Yeah, somebody give her a cookie, please.
Oh, this is gonna like.
I cannot believe we're only at 5.
I was really confident going in. Now I'm not too sure. Oh man, this is me trying to be like showing off, putting so much on.
Can you just
there.
get to the fucking question, please? I don't need this goddamn build up. We need to like move like Mick Jagger, okay? Move like Mick Jagger.
All right, you ready for the question? Okay. What made you think you could be a great DJ when you first started DJing in high school?
What? Lack of money. No, so the story behind why I even decided to start DJing. I was 16 years old. It was 1996. I was invited to a friend's wedding, family friend's wedding, cousin's wedding, Terme. And it was,
Okay, I'm taking a sip, guys.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Hold on. Long story short, I love music. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, okay, so I was 16 years old, 1996. I was fucking having Coke, sitting bored at a goddamn wedding, stirring my straw. Not that kind of Coke. Coca-Cola Classic, guys. And I was like, I saw this DJ in the corner. It was pretty much my first time seeing a DJ live, you know, because until 16, you don't usually see DJs. And I was like, I asked somebody, I was like, how much is this guy getting paid for doing what he's doing? And somebody said $500. I was like, $500?
Yeah.
I was like, for 16 years, my tongue is like there's something happening in my mouth that is really preventing me from like, I just feel like, you know how like at a dentist you have like suction cups and it sucks out water? Like I need that in my mouth. And so.
My eyes are watering. I really thought I could handle this. I was so confident. I was like, man, I can handle this spice.
Yeah, I knew I was not, so I thought I gave enough.
I'm going for the milk,
But anyway,
guys.
so the point is, oh wow, milk already. Oh, gee, I hope you guys caught that one. Oh. Yeah, so technical difficulties?
Yeah, guys, I
physical?
choked. Literally choked, and I'm crying right now. Woo.
So in the midst of all this, apparently I had like 2 chickens during one of the rounds, and because we only got a certain number of chicken, I'm splitting this in half. But to finish your story, my story, I was 16 years old, I saw a DJ getting paid, and I was like, man, we can do this. I really had no experience in music at all, and I didn't even know that Persian pop music existed when I started. Like, it just kind of happened very, very quickly. And actually, as it turns out, I was never good at DJing itself. I was very good with song selection. So Iman was like the computer guy, the geeky guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Iman. And so like he was like the guy who was actually doing the mixing. And that's actually, because I would get bored, that's how I kind of got to MCing, because I didn't want to sit there and like twiddle my thumbs. So I kind of became more the MC.
So it just all started as a 16-year-old boy, saw I could make some money on it and jump on it.
No, it was a great, and honestly, like I really do recommend DJing for young people who, if you have a love for music, it's a great side gig. I mean, people work 40 hours a week to go work at bars and late nights. Like DJ, you can make a good amount of money. If you're good enough, you make a good amount of money and it's fun. You get to make people happy and dance. It's actually a great side gig, and some people, obviously, when they become great, they make it a great career too.
True.
Yeah, that's that.
Your turn.
Oh yeah? Cool. All right, so guys, the bomb is not the bomb.
It's a bomb in another way.
All right, so one thing that people always misunderstand about you.
Why are you asking all that? I'm asking you fun questions. You're asking me these like deep, like, what do people misunderstand about me? I think they misunderstand how goofy and lighthearted and funny I can actually be. Like, not to toot my own horn, but
Toot.
I think I just come off like more serious because I've just been so used to doing that, being, working in the corporate world. I always thought I had to like have this persona, be perfect, be classy, be a lady. But then I'm actually just a dork, and I'm just a big cheese ball at heart, and I just like busting balls. I'm just like constantly busting balls constantly. So I think that's a lot of people misunderstand. They see me, they just
So it's not even a misunderstanding. It sounds like you need to
embrace it more.
Showcase that.
I don't think the world's ready for it. But yeah, so that would be my answer.
Cool.
Are you ready for Melinda?
Let's go. Oh, Melinda.
Cheers.
All right, let's go. You know, the chicken always the one that goes first, and it's all great. Mm-hmm. And then right after it, this must be a super late kick.
This one's fine.
What the hell? Was this a false advertisement?
Apparently.
Well, that was weak.
Actually, it's good because I think the one next is gonna.
Oh, that's a famous Mad Dog?
Mad Dog, yeah. Okay, let me not touch my eyes.
I think you have a question.
This is my turn. All right, so we should get Mad Dog ready for the question?
No, we just had this. What's the question?
All right.
This was false advertisement, guys.
So, if people don't know, Iman has an obsession with Nutella. Like, an obsession. So what is the weirdest thing you've ever put Nutella on?
You know, actually, I don't know if this is like common or not, but for some reason I have it like in my cereal sometimes. Like if there was no like.
What kind of cereal?
Well, Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds is kind of like one of my chances, one of my choices. But like if I don't, like I used to, especially as a kid, if I didn't have like chocolate syrup or like Nesquik chocolate, I love chocolate milk. So if I didn't have chocolate milk, it would be chocolate powder. If I didn't have chocolate powder, it would be like Hershey syrup. If I didn't have that, it's like what the fuck is a goddamn Nutella? And then you just fucking dump some Nutella and cereal, which I'm pretty sure people don't do that.
I think it's like basically mix of Nutella milk.
Yeah, but people don't usually do that. Like they don't think to
That's
the part of
weird,
let's put
though.
Nutella.
I was waiting for you to be like, you put Nutella in your eggs or something, but that's not.
No.
Okay, then there we go. All right,
sorry.
your turn.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint. If you were the ruler of your own country, what is the first law that you would introduce? Queen Jasmine, Princess Jasmine.
The first law I would introduce. Legalize marijuana. Kidding. You take that part out.
Don't take that one out.
The first law I would introduce would be.
Why can't that be your answer?
Yeah, you know what? That's my answer. Let me stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know how much nicer people would be? A lot of people need some damn weed in their goddamn
True.
life, you know?
True.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
right.
Thank you for playing.
So.
Oh,
now,
God. Oh, this is
Mad
Brandon
Dog.
has been talking to us about the bomb and Mad Dog.
So supposedly, like, we won't be able to, like, feel any of our 5 senses for, like, a good time.
Wow.
So, not to scare you a bit, but, so after this one, we're gonna, ooh, that was like a little, like, happy sound. All right, just
All right.
the chicken.
Oh man.
So, how was your day?
Great, thanks. Just pissing my pants and waiting for tonight to happen.
Okay, I feel that. You know what?
Don't speak too soon. Hold on.
I think it's one of those things that's just gonna come.
Oh yeah, it's building up.
It's just it's saying hi right now.
There's a rumble in my jungle.
We're at first base right now. We're on our first date.
Tomato. I think Tomato will do something. No.
We're getting to know each other right now. Yeah. Okay. Woo. So I think this part is behind the gram. This is where we bring up pictures from our Instagram and show more context behind it. Wow. Oh my God. This thing's just like it builds.
Oat milk. It does the body good. Oh my God. I don't think this helped at all.
It builds. I'm trying not to take a sip.
It
of
didn't help.
anything.
It didn't help.
Woo. All right, Brandon, if you can bring us over our laptops.
I almost think,
Breathe in.
Kumbaya, my lord. Yeah, it's definitely making its path down to my ass.
The Pepto-Bismol's right there. Oh my gosh. It's in my tongue. It literally, it's like little by little, it just wants to make its way to tell me.
It got to the back of my neck.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Okay.
Oh.
All right, Iman, you ready for your first picture? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna show you a picture from your Instagram that I found. I felt awkwardly stupid stalking your Instagram. You're gonna let me know the context behind the picture, all right? Mm-hmm. First picture is this one.
That's a great picture you chose there.
What's the story behind that picture?
Do you know who that is?
No.
That's one of the biggest pop stars, Persian pop stars in the world, Sami Begi. And
shit, I have a huge crush on him, but not after seeing this picture.
Yeah, no, he's my boy that was my 5th to 26th birthday party.
Yeah.
Downstairs in my Chevy Chase house, we had an all black and white party.
I'm actually really impressed. I have not taken a sip of anything now.
You had milk. You freaking threw up milk 2 seconds ago.
No, I mean for this one, for Magic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm letting it. It's an experience. It's unfolding in my mouth right now.
I don't want this experience ever in my life again.
All right, tell me the story. You know, speaking of that, I'll take a sip.
So anyway, so he had this one song, and it was basically you had to wear all black, all white, and that was a part of like. There was a time where like people just put like
grills.
Yeah. And then like
we put. See your grills.
Yeah, and then we put like foil paper because we weren't thug enough to be able to actually put.
I remember
real
those
stuff.
days, but I was like
and
middle
so that
school.
was just a funny picture that we did together. But
nice. Okay.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sammy, man.
Nice. He looks better looking without the grills. All right, let's get your laptop here. Show me a picture.
Yeah, please.
Woo! I feel in my throat now.
Thank you.
Do you want to keep those black?
Yeah, because we're gonna I'll put it down here.
Stick to your modeling days.
Oh, so there's another, yeah, it was just
2013. Is that the same place?
No, different things.
Okay, so
my hair was longer
you had a
there.
little era of modeling.
Yeah, yeah, there's not much of a great story on it. It was just, actually a funny story of so the hair show I was doing there, the modeling thing there, we actually went onto the news for it. I'll never forget, this was when Jersey Shore was a thing. And I was on, I think it was like NBC or something. We were on the news. All of a sudden, the lady was like, "Oh, hey, Snooki."
I was gonna say you're Snooki.
I was like,
oh no.
I literally just lost it. I just looked at her like she was just trying to be funny because I'm tiny and my hair was all over the place with that. And I was just yeah. So that's my extent of my story.
I can see how that could be slightly offensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, next picture here is this one.
So you read the caption?
No.
You know who this is?
Of course I know who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, last time you didn't know Sami Begi, so I didn't know.
Okay, Sofia Vergara versus Sami Begi.
So this is actually a very funny story, okay? This is 2013.
When'd you post this?
So funny. This was 2013 too.
Oh, your caption was, "I'm chilling with Sofia Vergara from my favorite show, Modern Family." And you? Was that really your favorite show?
Actually, it was my favorite show at the time.
Okay.
But after a couple seasons, I didn't like it anymore.
Okay.
But this is actually a funny story. There's a place in, I don't know if it still exists, Zaytania?
Yeah, it does exist.
It still does?
Yes.
No, I mean because of Corona. I don't know.
I
was I don't know if these restaurants are.
No, yeah, they are. That's one of the popular restaurants.
So I was having dinner there. It's actually a funny story. I was having dinner with my friend Sam again, and he had his girlfriend there. So I was actually third wheeling this whole situation. I remember the place that I was sitting dinner, Zaytania had a upper level where you go up the steps, and I don't know what it was, but I saw her walk down, but I didn't know this was Sofia Vergara. I just thought it was a beautiful girl walking down the steps, and then I was like, guys, she's beautiful, walking down the steps, and then and then Sam and whoever he was with also agreed, and they were looking, and she's walking down the steps. And then Sam jokingly said, "Iman, you should go talk to her." I was like, I'm not gonna go talk to her because I never can have the balls to go up and talk to a girl. So then I see this beautiful girl walking all the way through, through the guests. And then at this point I'm just staring because she's that beautiful walking down. And I'm looking, and then she's looking my way and I'm looking her way. And I'm like, is she looking at me, guys? And she's like, she is looking. She's like, Iman, you should go. And I still, none of us know it's Sofia Vergara, by the way. So here she is walking closer. She keeps on looking at me. And I'm like, this is just so weird. And because of how beautiful she looked, I was like, if this girl keeps on looking at me one more time, guys, I'm literally going, like, at this point, it'd be stupid of me to like at least not say hi. Yeah. And then I walk by as usual. I don't say anything. And then I keep on going over there. And then everyone's like, she looks very familiar. Is that who we think it is? And then we started saying, is it Sophia? Until we get to the front and we see some people taking pictures. And we're like, oh my God, it is Sophia. So at this point, I feel confident that I can now go up to her too. And if she's interested, it's great. Yeah. So I go walk up to her. And I have this like insane amount of confidence now that, oh my God, Sophia is checking me out. And then I'm like, I get to the point. You slept pretty well that night, didn't you? No, but it gets worse here.
Oh God.
So then like, I get to her, I'm like, hey Sophia, how are you? Can I take a picture? And like with the biggest disgust, she's like, yeah, you know. And I was like, oh man, she has zero interest. And not only that, she didn't even want me to take a picture with her. Man. But for the sake of the gram, I did post it, you know? And I made it seem like I'm chilling with her.
You're really cool. So cool.
And so I did not sleep well at all. So I know that your MBA program is a place that you really cherish and you've made some great friends. And I figured that you might want to elaborate on this one. It's not too funny, but it's a beautiful scenery and it's a great...
So this was not with my MBA.
Oh, it's not? Okay, no. So what was this?
So this was, I went to Bali 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I met the most amazing people there. And we had this event that we went to. And, we were drinking, this and that. And then we had a plan to go do a volcano sunrise trek. But we had to start about 3 o'clock in the morning to be able to hike to the top of the volcano just in time so you can see the sunrise. Wow. But we were partying the night before, drinking, having a good time. So we literally went from like no sleep. So we went straight from there and hiking in pitch black on the top of the volcano. And it was probably the best experience I've ever had in my life, with the most amazing people. The guy from Bali who took us from that, it was just absolutely beautiful. The view was incredible. We basically made our own breakfast. We boiled eggs from the volcano lava there, but it was just amazing. So one of my favorite pictures there. All right, next picture. Oh, this is my favorite.
Oh Lord. Oh wow. Wow, yeah, my friends told me to take this one down.
Yeah, you should have listened. So what's the story? That's the caption.
Oh, God.
Who's in need of a good laugh? In honor of Throwback Thursday, I wanted to share with you a pic from Halloween about 17 years ago. Life is too short to be taken seriously. So you posted 2014, and it was from 17 years ago?
Yeah, this is when I was
Do the math, because I can't do that.
I was like 15, 16 years old here.
All right, explain this story.
So, yeah, I mean, actually, it's a sad story in the sense that, well, first of all, look at me. And second of all, I don't know how this came up. Usually, I'm actually very lazy with regards to Halloween, meaning like I don't think about what I'm gonna wear.
Based on your pictures I saw on your Instagram, it looks like you're pretty big on Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was gonna have a Halloween edition with all your like Instagram photos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because our group of friends, every year we usually do something like together. Like we come up with a whole group thing. But back at this time when I was like 15, 16 years old, I didn't have anything. And then for whatever reason, my brother-in-law's grandmother was saying that, she had a dress. You have a dress if you want to wear it. So I actually wore Kurish's mother's dress for this thing because I just felt like dressing like a woman because I thought it was funny. Like I like to do all these little funny things when I was growing up in general.
Nice.
So, why not? Right. If you're going to do something crazy like that, might as well do Halloween so people don't think you're totally crazy. Because imagine if I did that November 2nd.
It's still technically Halloween.
That would be cross-dresser. No offense to cross-dresser. Yeah.
No judgment.
So I just felt like this is so suitable for
that is pretty suitable.
The hot, spicy, super spicy. So it seems like you were born for what we did today.
Oh, I love hot sauce.
I don't like it spicy. I like it super spicy. Where was that?
Which is accurate. This was in Philly. So shout out to Philly.
Damn, I would not have expected that to be Philly.
It was like a pool bar, like party place. Super fun. Not much of a story. I went there and I remember they had like, what is those things called? Inflatable like bulls essentially.
Yeah.
So the whole point is you actually can ride it in the pool. So I thought me being as spontaneous as I am, I was like, I can do this. So I get on there, like trying to do that, and of course I fell. But this was literally right after I got up and took a picture with that.
You had red bikini, red thing, hot
It was
spicy.
all red.
It was all perfect match.
There was a time where I was red everything. Yeah.
Speaking of red.
Ghost pepper. Ready? Let's
Ready
go.
or not?
Here I come. That's not bad at all. You know what? I'm taking another dip. Okay, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
Well, really, I need to catch up with you because I don't want you to have more than me and then complain that I didn't.
It's actually really delicious.
Are you sure you got the Scovilles right?
I did. This one actually is more than this one, but it doesn't taste. I think it's just the pepper. Oh, it's yummy. All
Maybe
right.
we should get to the question. Maybe the question is spicier than the hot sauce.
Okay. Then I gotta have a good question.
That was such a dud.
I'm just gonna keep eating it then. Let me make sure I dip in the right one, not a Mad Dog again.
I'm no
All right.
longer hungry.
How would you spend your remaining time if you only knew you had 10 days left?
That's a fun question. So that you get to look at your last 10 days of being alive. Well, I mean, it would have to include the most favorite people. It would have to include the skipping what?
I keep just dipping it in there. This is how easy it is.
Yeah, this was. I mean, it didn't taste that bad actually.
It's good. Go ahead.
I mean, I think I would be remiss if I didn't spend the last 10 days with the most special people that I have. So obviously family and a handful of like ride or die friends.
Fair.
And we would have to be traveling the world. I mean,
10 days. Where would you go?
I would see. I mean, if there was a way for me to get a jet, so that I can actually like fly from one place to another, like within 8 hours, anywhere in the world, I would make sure that I hit up Italy. I'd make sure I hit up Greece, the islands. I would love to go back to. This is the only way that I would go back to Thailand and like the islands because the beaches are just incredible. And because other than that, I wouldn't go back to Thailand. It was just too long of a trip. But if it's that scenario of jets, and I would hit up Costa Rica for a day.
Okay. So just travel with people you love.
Yeah, travel.
That sounds great.
And like on a boat somewhere and just enjoy and.
Love it.
Yeah, no working.
Love it.
Definitely gonna retire for those 10 days.
As you should. I would be really disappointed if you didn't.
No work.
It is hot.
All right, so you have some type of crazy story. I think it was from China that you said. One of the nights that we were talking, you said that there's this travel story, crazy story, or like was it from China or was it something? And you were like, that's a story that, and you actually said you wouldn't, or was that the story that's from Germany? Is that the story? Oh, that was the one? So it wasn't from China?
No.
You don't have a crazy story from Germany?
I have a lot of
from
I have crazy stories from everywhere I've traveled to. China, let's think of China. All my stories in China were crazy. Of getting basically, so in China, Baijiu is their local liquor. I mean, it is death. Like, you have this liquor, you're gonna die. It's basically like it's stronger than Everclear, basically.
Oh.
And for them, it's a sense of like, it's disrespectful if like a Chinese person offers you that drink and you say no. And being in China, honestly, living there for 3 months, I lived my 3 months of fame. Because going around there, I literally was treated like a celebrity.
Because you're like a snooki?
Because no, people stopping me, taking selfies with me, just because like being, Western person looking different, being there. But going anywhere, we would get like free bottles, free food, like no matter where we went. So then this guy just got like a bottle of this because like we couldn't say no. And it just became this like tradition that every time we were out anywhere, we would have Baijiu. And this drink burns your throat. So you drink it and it's burning your throat more than probably any of these hot sauces probably ever will. And then to the point, everything you have after that will continue to burn and burn and burn.
That sounds horrible.
So every of my terrible stories have started with, we started to have Baijiu, and then something crazy happened there. So that would be the extent of it.
All right.
All right, you ready for?
Baijiu is the way to go. Which one is this one called?
This one's called the Zombie Apocalypse. I can't even pronounce it. Not bad. Oh, wrong one. Oops. Wrong sauce.
I don't know if the Scoville scale works. No, it's coming, but it's not that bad.
I think it depends on the pepper too sometimes. Like.
There it is. Welcome.
How you doing? Good. What's your idea?
You're not feeling it at all?
Barely. Keep dipping.
Go hard. We need a good laugh.
Not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Okay. Did we ask a question? Did we ask a question?
For this one, I think we did, didn't we?
No.
No?
This one, question.
Okay. All right.
We're down to 2 questions.
All right, what's your best travel story? I know you traveled a lot of different places.
So, yeah, this is actually a crazy and embarrassing story.
Why?
We were in St. Thomas.
Okay.
It was me and a group of my friends. And me and all my crazy story with freaking Sam, man. And it's not DJ Sam, by the way. So me and Sam, we were the 2 single guys on this trip.
Sorry, I feel it in my ear.
Oh, it made it?
It's made in my ear. Yeah,
I'm good still.
It's crawling up. It's like making its way around me. All right.
It was the last night in St. Thomas, and we were like, Sam, let's just go out and do something. And we were, first of all, dressed up as if like we're going out to Miami with like linen white pants and whatever. And then we had no idea that we're going out to St. Thomas, because up to this point we were just doing the beach thing. I can't talk anymore. And so we were dressed up, overdressed basically, because everything in St. Thomas, as we later found out, was that everybody's super casual. And long story short, we had some drinks, may or may not have had some other stuff, and what that led to...
What other stuff? You want to elaborate for the audience out there?
No, there may have been some stuff that we probably shouldn't have tried in St. Thomas. And next thing you know, at the end of the night, when we're going from one place to another, we had to go urinate. And we had to go to the behind the bushes because all the places were closed. Like everything was shut down. Like it's a very small strip of places, bars and whatever. And as we went behind the bushes to relieve ourselves, pardon me, we have a car pull up, and then 4 people come out the front and the back. And this is where the story is separate from me, from Sam. I saw guns and we were held up.
Okay.
Sam doesn't recall a gun. He just remembers that people were coming and they were asking for money and wallet. But because I saw the gun and I felt that there was a gun there, I basically was giving my phone and my wallet, and I was like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't shoot me. And again, we may not have been in the best state of mind.
Yeah.
So that's why both of our stories are a little bit whack. But all I know is that I was expecting for Sam to just also give his phone and his wallet, because at that point, for me, my life meant more than an iPhone and whatever had my wallet. And so Sam here is actually saying no, and trying to fight and argue. And this whole time I'm like, man, this guy is gonna shoot us. Like, what are you doing? And so while they were scuffling, I was like, screw this. If he's gonna be so stupid, I'm gonna run. So I ran away, and then I ran. And then there was like a dock, and I reached the end of a dock. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna jump in the water. So I jumped in the water, and I swam, and the rest of the story is not important, but that was probably my craziest travel story.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah, but it's much funnier when Sam is here too, so he can tell his side of the story. But I still will stand by the fact that there was a gun and we were held up, and so it led to some crazy stuff.
While you were doing that, I touched my throat, and I think I had the spice on there, and I could feel like
it's red.
This is like...
Do you want to put some ice on there?
No, it's fine. I can do this. Because we are about to go...
I have to ask you a question first.
Oh, yeah.
So you were as you told me actually, Miss USA 2000. I'm sorry, you were part of Miss Maryland 2014.
Or 13 or 12.
No, it was 14 because I Googled it.
Oh God.
I Googled it, and then at one point in one of those old websites that like there was a lot of broken links, there was a name of like a Kathleen Mask and like a Suat something and a Cassandra and then a Jasmine Karshenas. And then this girl wrote underneath that, I'd be happy if one of these girls win.
Yeah.
So obviously you were like one of the fan favorites of whoever's on there.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Share your story of being part of Miss Maryland in 2014.
So I did your research.
Yeah.
All right, Sean Evans. Basically, that was kind of, I was just trying to get in my comfort zone. I was like, you know what, I'll just do it. I was never your typical pageant girl, so when I go there, oh my God, this is burning on my throat.
Do you want some ice?
No, it's fine.
Why do you keep on saying no? Can you get some ice, please? I mean, I don't know why she insists on saying no.
I don't know why I just like touched my... So basically, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it, but I didn't prepare for it. I didn't go learn how to do the Miss Maryland walk or anything like that. Thanks, Brandon. I look so stupid right now.
Yes. Yes, you do. Would you like a towel?
No, I'm good. So I didn't do any of that stuff. I was like, wing it. I winged it like I do everything else in my life.
Yeah.
But then I got to the point where I did win something. I won Best Interview Story of My Life.
I'm actually not surprised at all.
Yeah, I won Best Interview out of like so. Like,
so it was a cool experience?
It was cool. Yeah, it was funny.
Okay.
It was just funny seeing how people take it seriously, and I wish if I took it seriously.
Do you remember your question?
It was a bunch of questions.
Oh yeah?
It was like a full-on interview. It wasn't just one question. It was like a full-on interview, like a panel.
Okay.
And it was like very nerve-wracking. I remember going in there. But
and it's probably because you didn't take it so seriously, which is why you were so confident.
Yeah, and I just went in there and I've always been good with interviews. So I just went in there, I was like, all right, nailed it. So that's my story with that. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
All right. Now.
It's a humdinger.
The Hellfire. Ready?
Good enough?
All right, it was nice knowing you guys. Please send my regards. Let's do this.
Well, you know what I was thinking. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play Kabob Ones. No rules, no, I'm just joking. Oh. I said, I'm just joking. I said, I'm just joking. Ask you a question, girl.
I feel it in my nose. Not even anywhere else. It literally just went in my nose. Actually, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we should go for more of a.
Yeah, actually, I want to hear a little bit of.
I think we just have more of this.
Oh, that'd be great.
We just coat this in it.
Mix that with the Mad Dog.
Oh, you think so?
Miss this, the Mad Dog, and the.
All right, yeah. What's
You
this
know
guy?
what?
Get a footage of this guy.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call the last fucking dab. Dabs.
I think you should ask the question now. Yeah, you should ask the question soon.
What is
Yogurt?
What is your worst?
It's yogurt. From South Half Market.
What was your worst memory of elementary school?
Worst, man. Whoa.
I need to give up. Woo!
Worst memory of elementary school?
My damn throat, man.
It's not ice cream too.
I'm still alive. Okay, what's your show?
Marco,
Polo?
Wolfgang, Bushes, thought I was playing with friends, they beat my ass up. 4th grade.
Cool.
That's my fucking worst.
Cool
You
story.
said worst story?
Yeah. Worst memory. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna hate this question now.
All right, tell me.
Well, You obviously are very much into health and beauty. To the point that you and your mom are.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this question out eventually. Hold on.
Man, I wish I was struggling like you were.
Dude, they code that shit. 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 Come on.
I love you guys too. Thank you.
Hey, you set yourself up for this.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking rad, okay? All right.
Zoom in on the tear right there, man.
So
This one goes out to all my homies.
All right. This goes nothing. I need a moment.
Can you keep on doing that? It's a nice fan for me. I'm not spitting.
All right. You know what? You only live once.
Yeah, but you might have shortened yours right now. Oh, God.
So we want to rewind back to the question when you asked the most stupidest, spontaneous thing I did that I regret.
This one right here?
Maybe.
Well, why are you eating that? Let me ask this question.
Okay. Actually,
So you and your mom have a new product
Yeah.
coming out. It's CBD.
Uh-huh.
But it's more than just a hair product for you guys.
Uh-huh.
There's so much. There's like a whole message behind it, and like I love the fact that it's a mother and daughter duo and two strong, awesome women, badass women. What's the message? What's the story?
I mean,
Can we get some ice cream, please? Perfect time. It's actually a perfect way to end it. That's about boasting while you're trying to wait for ice cream. There should be 2 spoons too.
oh my god. That was the stupidest idea ever decided to take.
저번시 여름 보라 주네. This is the super Persian that's coming out right now.
What was that other song? Not the Persian song. My ears.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, just
I can open it.
hold on. Oh, we gotta twist it. Oh, how disappointing!
Soup.
It's a fucking milkshake. Oh god, it's okay.
No.
Okay.
Wow. That is genius.
I'm actually great. Yeah. Oh wow.
The message is,
She's sweating like a hog.
and it's hotter than a jalapeno coochie out here. The message is, oh my god, sorry.
Take your time.
What was the question again? My message for the boasting?
Yeah, story and message behind boasting.
It is fucking A. That was a stupid idea.
Can I give you some Pepto-Bismol?
No.
You sure? I heard it goes great next to a Talenti gelato.
I think you should mix in the hot sauce and dip it in there. That's what you should do.
Mix what?
Put it in here. Give me.
The Pepto-Bismol? the child lock on it? That is the nastiest thing ever.
There you
Oh,
go.
me?
For me, it's not coming out of my ass. It's coming out of my mouth. Whew.
Well, I mean, for shits and giggles, pun intended. That was a great usage of shits and giggles. I thought that was amazing. I didn't even realize how great that was until after I said it.
So, yeah, so the message is,
Wait, why did I do that?
do what?
Why on earth would I do such a fucking thing? Power of women, man. Power of women.
Oh.
Run. Oh God.
This is literally ice cream soup right here.
Ice cream soup. Ice cream soup.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so the story is be confident, be you. Don't let labels or expectations define you. Yeah, oh my God, I'm crying, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your face is crying. Not even just your eyes. What's the tagline for Bosi?
Let your hair down
Why?
because it looks better down. Hey, just be you, man. Just fucking be you. Like, lead with confidence.
Yeah.
End of the day, every day, as women, as men, we're faced with so many expectations. Who we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to act. Women are supposed to be a lady. Men have to be strong. Men can't cry. Blah, 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 blah. We're always faced with these expectations day to day. It's saying fuck it to all those labels. Lead with who you want to be, who you desire to be, and what makes you happy, regardless of what people make you seem. And that's something that I've struggled with, being around corporate world, bad relationships, where people just trying to have a certain expectations of you. So you want to make sure you fit into that box.
Yeah.
So now I'm fucking jacking the box, I'm popping out, and just being you. You don't have to be in that box anymore. So that's the message behind Bosi is be you. Be confident, let your hair down.
I love it. I love everything about the messaging. Love what you and your mom are doing, and I can't wait for our team to support this whole movement that you guys are creating.
Yeah, cool.
And also, check your ego at the door, guys. I had my ego bite me in the ass.
So we have a lot of stories. So on our podcast episode, fun fact, not really fun, but vulnerability for me is like probably my biggest weakness, something that I struggled with my whole life. Because I always viewed vulnerability as a weakness, but growing up I realized it's actually a strength. So I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and our first episode's about a story. So I'm gonna be sharing a lot more about my story, and Iman as well. Things that a lot of people, we don't talk about out in the public. So super excited for you guys to get to know us more out of this environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't talk anymore, but I'm trying
Basically,
to be...
we'll have more talk with our friends out there when the podcast continues in a couple weeks. Let's get shit done. Next episode. And I think we've
The secret sauce, guys, is here we go.
it's Pepto-Bismol.
Okay, so please don't try this at home, but actually try it at home. So this was the killer. You mix these three
The
hot
trifecta.
sauces together, and you have what I call, I don't even know what I would call it because I can't even think right now straight. But combine these three and you're good to go. That is gonna be the last fucking dab.
I don't think I would have been able to make it without my care package. Oh, and we didn't use
Actually did it
we
fine.
didn't use a French baguette, so
Oh, actually that sounds lovely right now.
you can eat more.
Yeah, man, don't you know me? I was just fucking
I think we should give it to Trey. Poor guy is really hungry right now. So. Yeah. But okay, I think that's a wrap, huh? Thank you guys for watching. Kabob One.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.